Welcome, Royal Family. You're tuned into Healing Queens, the podcast, where the focus is motivation, support, and guidance for the growth of our queens. I'm Emma Izuke, your certified healing life coach, your motivator, your friend. How's everybody doing? This is episode 99. The topic is check on your strong friends. How do we get to topics? I have a conversation with somebody, and then I say, ooh, that's a podcast. Let's say thank you to our November sponsors before we continue. HealingQueens.org, HealingQueens.org, E2K Worldwide Services, LLC, Scar City Music Group, Florida Executive Maintenance, SoberLife.com, Grace and Seal Notary. Thank you for the follow. If you're already following, subscribing, if you shared and you liked any of our podcasts, we thank you. And if you're watching this right now and you still haven't hit that subscribe button, come on, hit that subscribe, like, share, pass this to a friend, whoever needs to listen to this. Come close. I'm talking about checking on your strong friends. So often what happens is that we see certain friends that are like strong, right? The friends that we call when we're going through crises or just want to have a conversation or need an advice, right? Or another listening ear. And we never think about, do they go through hard times? Like, who do they call, right? When they need to air out and be strong. We don't think about that because we're too busy thinking about, okay, when I need them, I can call them and they're there for me. But today I'm telling you, check on your strong friends. Those friends that as soon as I'm saying this, you already have certain people in mind, like, oh, I know who she's talking about. Those people, check on them. Call them. Text them. Invite them for coffee, lunch, or tea. Email them. Send them an emoji. Reach out to them. Ask them how they're doing. Right? We're busy, like, do you have time? Can you give me 5 minutes? I need a session real quick. But do we ever stop and just plainly ask, how are you doing? What do you got going on? And then really being quiet and listening to what they got to say, right? Me as being one of those strong people, there's a lot of people sometimes tempted and they'll call me, hey, how you doing? And the minute I'm going to say something, they're like, girl, you don't know the day I had, the week I've had, this and that. And then here I go on being strong friend mode and it be their session. Now everybody don't start calling me, please. All my friends, don't start calling me now about how I'm doing and all that. This is not one of those episodes where it's a cry for help and all that. I'm trying to help other people. I'm trying to help other friends. I've been having these conversations more than once with certain individuals, certain strong friends of mine, and certain strong women that I am currently doing life with. And these conversations come up, right? To me, it's weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's weird when somebody genuinely really asks me how I'm doing or how my day is, right? I'm not saying people may not be interested, but they're so caught up in their own things, they really can't process anybody else's, right? And I get that. Listen, I get that. As a life coach, I'm usually coaching other people to do their lives, right? So I'm accustomed to kind of, playing the back, if you will. And, my feelings and all that not really mattering too much because I'm trying to help that individual and that person to their goal, right? And nothing wrong with that. Like, God has given me that purpose, right? To love all my sisters, to remind them of the love that God has for them. And and for them to start their healing journey, whatever that looks like. And if I can be any assistant, right, as a coach, if I could be any assistant to encourage them to do that, man, I'm on board, right? And even with our kings, right? We do have the Healing Kings program, and we do things for our kings as well, for them to begin to heal, however that looks like, right? We meet them where they're at, and we encourage and empower, and even offer certain scholarships for them to continue on their healing journey, right? So we do this already. Shout out to all those that have gave on Giving Tuesdays, that give just because they know we actually do the work and we're out there in the community, and we're loving on our queens and we're loving on our kings. Thank you so much for those that just donate because, right, they're not trying to get anything in return. They don't need a free t-shirt or a button. They generally from the heart see the work that we do, see how effective we are, and want to help. Everybody always wants to help one way or another, and that's a beautiful thing. Check on your strong friends. As soon as I say that, and as soon as you hear it, you already have certain people already in mind. Check on those. It could be your auntie, it could be your favorite auntie, it could be grandma, it could be your mom, it could be your sis, it could be your homegirl that you speak to every 6 months, or once a year, or every 5 years. It could be somebody you're following online, and you see like the stuff that they really do, and you're like, man, she's a strong individual, she's been through a lot. It could be somebody that you know their testimony, right? You've heard their testimony, and you're like, I don't see how she does it, right? I don't see how she juggles a 1,000 things, but yet you see her do it. You see her strive, right? You see him do it. You see him strive. Call on them and check on them every so often. Believe me when I tell you, at first we receive it a little weird because we're not accustomed. But get your strong friends accustomed, you asking them how you doing, and then listening, right? Because we ask, but we don't listen, right? So listen to our response. Listen to the strong friends respond. How we let you know exactly how we need it. How could we be supported? Check on your friends. Really listen to the answers every so often, for no reason at all, right? Not because you need something from them, but just because you know they're strong individuals and you want to continue to encourage them so they can encourage others. Check on your strong friends. They grieve, they have bad days, just like you, they lose people. They go through stuff, right? And you don't even know if they do have someone that they go to, or someone that they call, or do they have a strong support group, right? Because sometimes the strong ones are being strong for everybody else, but don't remember that they need their own village of support, right? Professionals or just individuals that are like them, that will walk them through, right? That they can talk through and process certain things. So check on your strong friends. If it's a cousin of yours, check on that strong cousin. Check on that strong BFF. Just because you know they got it and they handle things amazingly doesn't mean that they don't need to be checked on. So check on them. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know that they may just need just that for you to ask them, how you doing? And that can open up a door where they can be able to share with you. Because us strong people, it's hard for us to just open up and be like, hey, I need you. Now, I have an amazing village and amazing support system. I do have those people that I do call upon when it gets overwhelming for me. and they help me process through things. And I love them dearly. They know who they are. There's no need to mention them by name. They know who they are when I place that call, and I'll be like, I need to speak. I need to call. I need to just air out. And they give me that safe space where I can do that. So I'm appreciative of the village that I have. But do your strong friends have that village? Do they have that support? You wouldn't know, right? Maybe you should try asking. Check on your strong friends. I think that's the message. I'm going to leave it right there. Episode 99. 99, guys. Episode 99. Please subscribe, share, like, do the thing. Y'all know how to do the thing. If you're watching this right now and it's your first time and you yet haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We're almost to that 500 mark. I am asking anybody that is in the support of Healing Queens, the podcast, to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's get to 500 by the time this year ends. I would like to leave 2025 with 500 subscribers. We're close. We are very close, and you can help by just clicking that subscribe button. So thank you to all those that support the podcast, that support the organization Healing Queens. Make sure you visit us at Healing Queens, Queens with a Z.org, and check out all our services and the amazing things that we do. Thank you to the Healing Queens team. I can't do this by myself. I appreciate that collectively we come together and share our resources and share our talents, and share what God has given us in order to be able to be that light for someone else, or be that support for someone else. So until next time, which it'll be 100th episode. Lord have mercy. Until the next time, be amazing. Be that light when you walk in a room. Shout out to those amazing kids that I got a chance to be able to do the Great American Teaching. It was like 176 kids. I got to talk about grateful journals. So if mom and dads, if y'all watching this on the website, with the little notebooks I gave them the website. Welcome. Thank you for checking us out. Also, I was a part of Love Our City, giving turkeys away. Another blessing just to be able to be there and be part of that. They gave away, I believe it was close to 400 or even past that, 400 turkeys. So an impact was made in the Tampa community. Shout out to all those that do amazing things without people even acknowledging, because it's just things that you do. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for paying for somebody's grocery. Thank you for just being somebody's support with their children, with their community, with their jobs, whatever they got going on, that you step in and try to help. Thank you for being kind. It don't cost us nothing to be kind. I know to some people it's like, ugh, but it really don't cost them to be kind. And it's a wonderful feeling when you're kind to somebody. I'm telling you. So, you already know how we do. Stay amazing. Be that light when you walk in a room. Until the next time, you guys. Yep. Peace.